you know, a role model, or I try to be. I feel like I need to at least maintain a certain amount of maturity. So if I didn't know him and he was an 18-year-old, I'd be like, all right, kid, I'll get you in, you know, or you want a shoulder tap? Sure, no problem. But I think he sees me as that. You know, he sees me and he like ducks. You know, he doesn't want these things because he'll know I'll kick him out. He'll know I'll get him thrown out because I feel responsible for him. You know? The little brother I never had.
I got a quick question. I can't get a mic because I'm in the middle here because I love you so much. I got a 2-part question, 7-part follow-up.
He's not serious.
First question is, with acting and with filmmaking, is the cost of the paparazzi, would you rather have gone to filmmaking instead?
So are you saying that now that I understand what it feels like to be the victim of paparazzi, would I rather have gone to film?
Because it feels like filmmaking from behind the scenes, you're not going to have that problem as much. It's like a cost of fame.
I feel totally comfortable with my role on Entourage, with the success of it. I'm happy with it. I really enjoy the show. I'm proud of it. And the paparazzi was just sort of an unanswered question, but I feel like now that I put in the time, and this was the most inspiring educational experience of my life. I mean, I dropped out of college, and to think about putting the amount of work that I put into this documentary in college, like I should get an honorary degree of some sort. So no, I don't think I would trade it. I mean, I think it's just all. Whenever there's a challenge in life, I think the wrong thing to do is run away from it.
True.
You got to go straight through it and figure it out. So now that I've put in the time to sort of diffuse the situation and come to terms with it, I mean, they could take a million pictures of me, and I have a sort of a sense of myself that won't be phased. So I'm okay with that.
Cool. Second part of the question, really quickly, is a favor. My lovely roommate Kat dressed me tonight.
Oh my God.
She told me I couldn't wear the shoes I wanted to wear, which are in fact the exact same shoes you're wearing tonight.
Your shoes are fine.
If you could just say nana nana boo boo to her. I got my old school docs that I had in college.
And you were going to wear these shoes?
I was going to wear those.
Follow your heart.
I know. It's the price of a hot chick. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I don't take them off. So.
There you go.
Doc Martens, really?
This is what I wore when I dropped out of college, man. Old school.
That's like 90s, right?
I'm an old bastard. See, I told you, woman.
I can't get a mic either.
We have some sort of protocol. Actually,
Okay.
let's take the question with the mic and then someone get this man a mic.
Thank you.
I got 2 quick questions. My first one, do you think it's weird that people are willing to pay money to take a photo with you? Because that was one of the options, one of the tickets for tonight is they could pay to get a picture with you afterwards. And my...
Am I getting a cut of that? Who's charging people for that?
No idea. What do you think of that?
All right, we're here to talk. I mean, I wouldn't pay. You're getting ripped off.
So why do people?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think it's for many different reasons. Celebrities, in a lot of ways, represent these stories, these allegories. You know, it starts with the movies or with storytelling in general, where we get to see projections of ourselves through the voice of great orators, great orators, or people who tell these great stories, and we get to imagine visions of ourselves that we can strive for. And then, of course, technology came about, and there's movies, and then we get to see it projected on the screen, and I think on some level it inspires us. When you look at sportsmen, to think about what they can do, and the display of physical, strength and prowess is remarkable, and it can be inspiring. So I think to have that sort of reflected glory, to be close to that, it feels good, you know, just to feel. I don't know. I mean, I have a picture of Clinton, me and Clinton, and I'm like, you know, I show it off a little because it, you know, people think that maybe he actually talked to me. He did, but I don't think. I think it was like well, it was sort of just a perfunctory thing. But so you know, even though it's not necessarily a real relationship, even though it's parasocial, or if it maybe it helps to create an image of yourself that you can then try and emulate or try and achieve, which I think can be good. I'm an optimist, so I always look at the positive thing.
Check. Hey man, welcome to Vancouver.
Thank you.
I just want to ask you, somebody actually asked my question, so I'm just going to ask this off the top of my head, but do you ever feel almost that